This is your daily briefing and you're most welcome to it. It's all heating up. No, it isn't. Matt Law's been talking to the press officer at Tottenham Hotspur. I hope Alistair Gold doesn't get jealous. Pochettino wanted Ndombele and Lo Celso. Hitchin's job was to deliver what the manager wanted. Unfair to pin it on him, in my humble opinion. Matt Law of the Telegraph. Listen, let's just take a moment here. People, empty your minds. I'm about to give you the truest words you've ever heard. There is no transfer committee. There are numerous people working at Lily White House, Hotspur Way, but one man decides everything. One man. Nobody pushes their opinion or their desires or wishes or dreams beyond the one man. There is one gatekeeper, one person who authorises everything, one principal, one decision maker. Never in the history, or should we say the history of Enoch at Tottenham, has a coach insisted upon a player. They may have insisted on it, but it certainly wasn't actioned. If they did get it, it was coincidence, because they had no control. So please don't tell me, oh yeah, but look at the rubbish Mourinho bought, look at the rubbish Redknapp bought. Redknapp's deals that got through, he's a good example actually. Redknapp's deals that got through because they were cheap and they fitted with what Levy wanted to spend and how it matched with his spreadsheets. So let's, instead of me just telling you and acting like I'm the come down from the mountain having spoken to God and the angels, let's just ponder this for a moment. If Pochettino wanted Ndombele and Lo Celso, why didn't he play either of them? That's a pregnant pause, we call that in the business. Why don't you fill the pregnant pause and put your wise guy, your wiseacre responses that prove me to be a bumbling fool in the comments? If Poch wanted Ndombele and if he wanted Lo Celso, why didn't he play either of them? Why did he act as if it was a bike he got for Christmas that he didn't ask for, didn't want, it was a wrong colour, wrong size, and he never rode it round the block? Why did he act like that with those two players? Doesn't make any sense. Stop talking to press officers. Absolute waste of everybody's time. I've been told. Most of it's junk, absolute junk. Another journalist here, another UK journalist. I'm not going to bother giving you the name because they're all coming out. It's all from the same source. It's, we just may as well call them A, B, C, D. They're just a sample group of nitwits. Antonio Conte wants a creative midfielder. A forward is another priority. And there is hope too of bringing in a centre-back as Spurs gear up for what will hopefully be a very busy final week of the window. Have we been linked with any creative midfielders? Franck Kessie is a name that keeps on doing the rounds, and I don't know if you've watched him, but he looks to me a bit like Edgar Davids on beta blockers. And then a follow-up report. Spurs and AC Milan reach an agreement for Kessie, but he won't come in January. It's for the summer, and that comes from cartilage-free captain. IQ-free captain. Ajax have received signals that Bergwijn could still be sold. They plan to make one final attempt to sign him this week. And that's another. Listen, it could happen. It could happen. Absolutely, it could happen. But nobody is reporting that they've bid even 60-70% of what we paid for him. Just can't see Levy doing it. And I can't see Conte being in a hurry to get rid of the kid, as we've got so few other bodies that he's interested in playing. Samuel Luckhurst of the Manchester Evening News. Tottenham have concrete interest in Brighton fullback Tariq Lamptey. Manchester United are also interested. I think that's a cracking player. His numbers are insane for what he does. He's a solid footballer. But I've got concrete interest in AC/DC playing at the bottom of my garden. I have to be honest with you, it's normally I think about this when I'm sat out there in the sunshine, the end of a summer day, beer in my hand, and I just stare down the par 3 and just think to myself, that'd be funny, wouldn't it, if you had them all playing it here. So he might move in the summer, but I can't see him coming to Tottenham because by the summer Lamptey's going to be tons of money. Yeah, beyond parody item here for you kids. Tottenham have been offered the chance. It's an opportunity of a lifetime. Been offered the chance to sign Angers forward Mohamed Ali Cho. The 18-year-old is valued at up to €20 million. This is doing the rounds with a few people. I found this funny, well, inadvertently funny piece on League One or Ligue1.com. And it said, the guy writing said the player was nominally left-footed but able to use his right to go past his marker. Chose anticipation and turn of pace look almost impossible to contain. And then the next paragraph finished with, a first goal or assist is surely only around the corner. This isn't a doer-upper. You know, this is an assist, a midwife job. That's where we are with these kids. And I need to ask you in all seriousness, did Clinton Ng die in vain, or Clinton Cards as I called him? Right, that's a lot. I don't hold out much hope. What we're banking on these closing 5 days is that all these journalists are ramping up the interest in saying that, you know, looking for a busy blah blah blah, you know, a busy finale to the window. But I just put it to you, what's this obsession with the last minute playing chicken in the last few days? There isn't that much activity going on, but there's enough from other clubs, and they've all kind of gone out and done it. I just kind of don't buy it. I'm looking to buy it, but I just kind of don't buy it. Spurs need to shift. My understanding is that Levy and co will play the poverty card. They've already played it a few times, or certainly waved it around a few times. But certainly in the aftermath of this window, though, if they haven't done anything exciting, then they will be playing the poverty card, and which tells me that they need to shift bodies out of Hotspur away. And that's why I say to you, I don't buy it. We've got 5 days or whatever it is, and we've got Delhi, and we've got Lo Celso, and there's question marks over a few others, and Tanguy Ndombele. It just strikes me that unless an enormous amount of work has already been done, you know, the hard yards have already been done in these negotiations, then we're not really that close at all, because none of these deals on the face of it are particularly straightforward. None of our players are on small beans as far as money is concerned, and none of them are, you know, jump off the plane, jump off the bus, and ready to rock because they've stalled at Spurs. So there's a lot of moving parts, as people say, and I'm just not sure if the right amount of WD-40 is going to be available in the next coming days. Who knows? Good luck. Keep it on 'em.